Welcome to another edition of SOG Dudu Television. Today is Wednesday, the 25th of September, 2019. And this week, I'll be talking on another topic that is quite dear to me. A topic inspired by a frank talk that Her Excellency, Pastor Dolapo Osinbajo had with fathers on September 4, 2019 at RCCG Olive Tree Parish, where I worship. And that topic is fathers. I'll start by reading an excerpt from a letter she actually wrote to fathers that I was also sharing at this program that I'm talking about. God bless our fathers. The strength, authority, and impact of a father cannot be overemphasized. The voice of a father's word as he blesses his children is much to be desired. The protection and provision, as well as the training of a child, molds his or her personality and indeed their reality. We need the fathers to teach the sons how to be fathers, that the generations to come may benefit from the wealth of experience, knowledge, and understanding of the fathers of old. What was handed over to you from the days of your youth till today? Pass it on. Hand over the baton to the next generation by His grace. Here is a call to fathers to teach, to mentor, to guide, to correct, to encourage, and to pray for the sons and daughters. Dolapo Osinbajo, August 2019. You see, being a parent is the easy part. Father or dad, on the other hand, that takes time. Fathers need to earn the right to be called fathers because children take their affirmation from their fathers. Now, how do you earn the right to be called fathers? You earn the right by doing the following relatively well, in my view. 1, by being present and accessible. 2, by being compassionate, showing empathy and acting it out. 3, by providing love, security, and financial stability within your capacity. 4, by affirming your children, strengthening them, and repeatedly telling the men how proud you are of them and highlighting their strengths. So also with a female child, and letting the female child know how beautiful they are, how precious they are. They are jewels in your hands. 5, you teach the male child in particular how to value, care for, and truly take care of the female folk. And 6, by praying for them and with them. If you do these 6 things right and consecutively, you would earn the right to be called a father indeed, and a good father at that. You see, fathers are important because there's certain legacies that a mother just can't pass on to a child. Only fathers can do that. Statistics prove that boys in particular who grow up without a father usually end up in violent crimes and all kinds of other vices. Because the male child, and I dare say the female child also, are consistently looking up to the father for affirmation, to get strength, to find what to do right and what to do positively, and how to handle the failures and the difficulties of life. So the more time you spend with your children, the more you'll have that opportunity to watch them and for them also to study you and to model the right type of living that is appropriate. Now, let's watch a short clip from that frank talk with fathers that Her Excellency, Pastor Dolapo Osinbajo had with fathers a while ago, just to again bring home some of the issues that I've raised here already. Here, let's watch.
Mothers are very special. And when people talk about their mothers, they get very emotional. They're like, my mother, my mother. But I suspect that men may actually be slightly, the fathers may be slightly more important. How do we protect our children? Right now, we're sitting here. Where are your children? Who is there? How do we protect our children? What do we do to protect our children? And the question for us is this: who is monitoring our children from the cradle even to when they are older? Today's predators are not only around physically, some of them are on the internet. They're just the click of a button away. And so as fathers, the ones that are tasked with the responsibility of protection, how do you protect when you're not even there? How do you protect the daughters and the sons? We move on quickly to secrets. And so the question is, am I close enough to my children that they will tell me their secrets? What are the secrets? I suspect one of the secrets is the love that your family has for you. One of the greatest secrets that men don't know is the position they are in the lives of their family members. Just a word from you is like water to a thirsty soul. Look at how they follow you around, waiting to hear you bless them, waiting to hear you speak words of encouragement to them, waiting to say to the sons, walk this way. Waiting for the girls to hear, you're my princess, you're so special. See how beautiful you are. See how wonderful you are. You're the most precious thing that is in this house. That's what the girls are waiting to hear. Because then when they hear that, anyone that wants to trash them, they will say, don't you know me, the princess of the house of Mr. John? You can't talk to me like that. You can't drag me off into the bushes like that. Don't you know that I'm the princess? I'm the most precious thing in this place. They're waiting to hear it. They're waiting to hear the encouragement. This is one of the most painful secrets. And I pray today you have heard that secret. And that as you go back home, you go back with a renewed vigor to say, come sit beside me. Come, let's talk. Come, sit beside me. Let me hear what's going on with you. There's nothing wrong with family members. We're supposed to love one another and be with family members. But we need to vet every family member. Because a person should not be judged by the color of their skin or by this or by that. They should be judged by the content of their character, according to Martin Luther King. And I think it's a good ideology. And the friends that hang around our children, perhaps we need to spend some time with them as well and vet them one after the other. And I have a request to make. If there's anybody here that's missing a son or missing a daughter, please today reconnect with that person. Lay hands on them and bless them. Your word is a word of authority over them. What you speak over them will come to pass in their lives, even as you speak by the Spirit of God.
Now, there are single moms out there, and a lot of them doing really great. And I commend you. I commend you. I commend you. And for mothers like that, or people who find themselves without the father for various reasons, either the father is dead, or the father is present but not really there, or the father is absolutely just disappeared. He's at war. It is important to emphasize here that all children, those who have their fathers being real fathers, those with absentee fathers, those whose fathers are late, those being brought up by single moms, all have one father that is always present. He's never aware. He's never away. He's never at war. And that is God the Father. So be reassured that that ultimate father really is the best role model to model your life and your focus after. The truth is that no matter how good our earthly father is, we must never make the mistake to assume that the health of our children, or their well-being, or their success in life solely lies in the hands of any man, no matter how effective that father is. Now, no man also, no matter how well-intentioned, no matter how much he earns the right to be called a father, or how fulfilled he is in his role as a father, is going to be right all the time. Because being man, being human, every father would fail at some point. and sometimes fail really badly because they're human after all. But then such fathers usually pick themselves back up because they themselves recognize that their strength comes actually from God the Father. So our earthly fathers, no matter how well-intentioned or good they are, will disappoint us sometimes. But God never disappoints. God the Father is ever present, is ever faithful. He never disappoints, and He won't disappoint you either. So, with or without your earthly father, never keep your focus away from God the Father. Fathers, fatherhood doesn't come with a manual or a roadmap that shows you exactly what to do at every stage in life. So keep your focus on God, lean on God. Show love to all, and your children especially. And then be a good role model. And when you get it wrong, get back up, keep at it, and you will be fine. I hope you've enjoyed this edition on Fathers. If you have, please drop a comment. I'd love to get the feedback from you. Click the like button also, and share or invite those you think should also benefit from this week's television broadcast on SOJ Ludo Television. Again, I thank you, the growing SOJ Ludo Television community. The engagement is awesome. If you'd like to engage my services, either for your personal development or for your organizational growth and development, please contact me through my email, info@sojioyawe.com, or just go to my website and you'll be able to access all that I do through www.sojioyawe.com. Until next week again when I come your way, I thank you for tuning in. Bye.